Hi, this is Drum of the Blues, coming at you with another video review of Soundwave from the TF Prime line. And he is really cool, man. I really like this figure. He has got a enormous wingspan that I can barely get into the camera. And what we have here is a kind of like a military spy plane, drone plane. They didn't have these when I was in the Army. Of course, that was back in '91. Back when we still used bow and arrows. Anyway, spy plane drone. Anyway, it's a pretty cool figure, really cool figure. Actually, I like it. Some guys don't. I do. As you know, that I am a TF Prime junkie, and I think this is one of the best lines out there. But hey, it is what it is. It's got some pretty pink splashes of paint here and there, and some black accents, black wings, black here, black there, and it's pretty cool, man. Pretty cool looking. It comes with this little landing gear right here. And it really doesn't have any back here. It just kind of has these two little spike things that you can just set it down and enjoy. It also comes with this guy, which is pretty cool. Mr. Laserbeak. And let's clear things up right now. This is not the front. This is the front. And you correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. Anyway, and he's, you've seen him on the show. Anyway, you can take this guy and you can stick him up here. Oops, I just bent the plane in half. You can put him up here on top of the jet. So when he's flying, but we'll take that off and we'll get back to him later. Anyway, let's do a little size comparison. And what I have here is a, you got it, dead end with the green wheels. And here's a little size comparison if I can get him in the camera. This guy's so long, so wide. He's skinny, but he's wide. Anyway, that kind of gives you an idea of he's pretty long and skinny. This is just a repaint of Wheeljack, but this is a great mold. Highly recommend getting this guy, Mr. Dead End here. So that gives you a little size comparison. I don't know what's going on here. It's hard to fit in the camera, guys. I apologize, but anyway, it gives you a little bit of an idea. So to transform this guy, and everybody talks about doing another jet mode, which you can do that if you want. Whatever. I don't do that kind of stuff anyway. Robot kibble! Anyway, transformation. Pull his wings apart. Okay, pull them back. Take his little landing gear, fold it up. Then what I like to do is come over here and split the legs. Okay, and then just pull this down. Flip this up. There's a official transformation of doing his legs, and that's pushing this up in there, but this one doesn't want to click. It's supposed to click into here, and then you just fold it back up against his leg, and then you have his foot as such. And you can do that. I'm not going to do that, so you can ridicule me all you want. I leave this down to give him some more kind of stability, and I'll show you what I mean. Anyway, take this one, fold it back, and this one will do it. It will click in just like that. See how it clicks in there? And then you're just supposed to fold it up like that. Okay, but I'm not doing that, so I'm leaving it down. I like the stability and what it gives you in the legs, like that. I like to leave it down. It gives you a more streamlined look for me. And then this kind of helps this heel stay in place. So that's what I do. You don't have to. You can ridicule me for it, but I leave it down instead of having this, you know, plopped up like that. I like it down. And maybe it's not accurate to the show, but I don't care. It gives him a more streamlined look and gives him bigger back heels, so he's more stable. And then I kind of pull this leg out. See how I did that? Pull that leg out and push it up. Same thing on this side. Pull the leg out, push it up. And then you can leave these out. I like to just push them back in. So, and there you go. There's his legs formed. And then what you do is you come up here and push this shoulder piece right here will click in. Okay, and then just unpeg that and swing it down. So bring this, you can swing this down and just bring this up and peg that in. Okay, and then what you're doing is cracking the shoulder and then bringing it down. Let me lift this up. Whoa, we fell down. That's alright. That's alright. You know my videos are cheap anyway. So, okay, we got this. This is folded down. And then what you want to do is grab the hand and fold it out. Okay? Bring the arm down. Same thing over here. Just grab the lower part of the wing and fold it out. And then just unpeg this. And that gives you his arms. Long arms. Long arms of the law. And then what you want to do is come back here and pull this thing down. His head should pop up. Fold this up. Push it back in. And what we have here is transformed Soundwave in all his glory, man. And he's really pretty cool. I really dig this guy. Really long arms, really cool. Cool everything. It looks really great. And you can take this, and what you do is you find this peg right here. See that peg? And then there's like a little round, kind of round spot in it. There's a round spot in here, half circle, and you just peg this in, and then you take these and fold it up, and that fits right into his chest. And how awesome is that, man? And then Laserbeak just kind of disappears into Soundwave's chest. Now, let's get a close-up of this guy, shall we? Let's do this. And I just really think that this guy is just cool looking. Look at that head sculpt. All the way down. And like I said, he's just blue and black with a little bit of splashes of like a pink. He does have, this is actually purple, but it's coming out blue on my camera. So, there we have Soundwave in all his glory. Now, let's do some articulation. His head can go up and down. He does that chicken thing, kind of like Starscream can. It's on a ball joint, and you can move it different ways and do whatever you want with it. His shoulder is on a swivel, can do a 360. Another swivel can go in and out, and he is on a ball joint. You can move him anywhere you want, and he has another swivel right here, and then he has some more articulation. Do the transformation that this kind of like his forearm can bend in half, and that goes for both arms. And he has waist articulation, and he's on a swivel or a ball joint up here, and he can swivel here. And then he has another little joint right here, which doesn't really move all too much, but just gives him a little bit of articulation. Not much. And his knee can bend, although not very much because it's hindered by this thing. And then his foot can go up and down, and that's about it for Mr. Soundwave here. So, really cool figure. I really like him. Let's do some size comparisons. Here he is next to the Prid Viacon. As you can see, he actually, the Viacon looks taller, but he's not. It's actually, his shoulders are, but actually they're pretty much almost the same size except for the shoulder pieces. His shoulder are a little taller. Anyway, and that gives you a little size comparison there for that guy. And then last but not least, I'm bringing in Knockout. And the Knockout is a little shorter, and that gives you a good size comparison of how tall he is to Knockout. So, do I recommend Soundwave? Yes, I do. I think Soundwave is a great figure to have. He feels, you know, kind of chinky, but that's okay. I think he's a really cool figure. I think he's well worth getting. I think he's awesome, really, to be honest with you. I think he's really, really awesome. He's got Laserbeak in his chest. You can't even see Laserbeak right now, and that's how good he hides in his chest. He's a really good figure. I highly recommend picking him up. He has hardly any back kibble whatsoever, just a little bit of fins back here, and I don't even consider that back kibble. That's just part of what it is. And really good transformation, pretty simple. Really good figure. Highly recommend this guy. Go pick him up if you can find him. Can't say enough about this guy. He's really cool. So this is Drum of the Blues coming at you with the RID Soundwave.